and your money mind. You and your money mind. That's what I'm talking about today. Lots of practical details. Go ahead, Frida. Please say something about that, please.
I would like to thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I would like to thank Antonio T. Smith Jr. and Deanna Marie for my briefcase they sent it to me because I see you at work. This is my briefcase to represent every day, every way, every minute. I'm on the job. I'm working, y'all. I see you at work.
That's it.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Denzel.
That's it. That's it. Watch that Thursday we did.
All right.
Yes. I told her, I promised I'm saying that was one of my favorites that came out one of them Galleria areas too. So
good quality, good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. We don't play. We don't.
He only does top shelf.
You know, that's right. That's right. And I'm loving. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say who it's made by, but you know, better believe this man is serious, and so am I.
Yeah. We won't play no game. We won't play no games on shit. Top shelf. I can't be holding something that don't vibrate at the quality of my mind. Do you understand? I don't want to bother you. I don't want to bother you. I'm just saying that my mind thinks I deserve nice things. And so I need to have that in my hand too. Do you understand? Yes, I don't buy nice things often, but when I do, I buy. That's for sure. That's for sure. I got a big briefcase it's custom made, and it is a lot of money. So I want to tell y'all so you can be inspired, but I don't want to tell you because I don't want you in my business. I'm having a conflict. You understand? I'm having a little conflict, but it is, it's nice. It's nice. I got two more. It's nice. So for sure. Kim, go back to Kim again. Her son's going to the league, y'all. We speaking that over in existence. Yes. As soon as she said Baylor in 2 more years of eligibility, I knew it was football immediately because Baylor is football house. You understand, Baylor is football house, for sure. And then Phil offered some Ohio connections. You understand? I mean, what's more football house? Than any school in Ohio, you understand. So we ain't going. Now we don't like him down here in Texas. Just so you know, we don't like him in Texas. Now he can go from Baylor to Ohio, but he can't go from Texas Longhorns or Texas A&M to Ohio. You can't do that. That's sacrilegious. That's sacrilegious. That is. Even the Baylor is too, but it's sacrilegious. If you're going to be a football fan, especially colleges, it's nice. It's pure and it's nice and it's all right. It's all right. It's good to see people before they reach the highest expression of themselves. The internship, I decided yesterday that I knew that I wanted all of you to leave with some sort of resource. I decided yesterday that if you're going to be on the tech side, then you are going to do Twitter. Since Twitter just got sold, yes, let me break it down for you. Since Twitter just got sold for $47 billion, you might as well catch that same energy, Jerome. You know what I'm saying? Grace, what is 10% of 47 billion? That's too many zeros.
That's 4.7 billion. Mm-hmm.
So even 10% is 4.7. What's 1%? What's 1%?
470 million.
Anybody got any issues with 1% of the pie? You just drop out 470 million to Ken Johnson. See what's happening. See what happened. You see how quickly his ligaments heal and get happy. You just see real quick.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, 470 million.
He'll
And
call
you
you
know,
every day just to check on you. That's it.
oh,
You that.
he's
You just want to see if you need anything.
look, he's a giving brother too. Let me tell you, you give him 470 million, he gonna drop you 50 million real quick. He gonna drop you 50 million. Be like, just hold that. You just hold that. Don't even worry about it. And your cause is free. Your cause is free.
The receptionist gonna interrogate them when they come to see us, Doc.
That's right.
You come to see Antonio and Ken for what?
Yeah, buddy.
Gonna have 10 sets of questions to ask. Hey, but real quick off subject, shout out to Kim. Kim been my friend for years, man.
Good.
I talk about her all the time. I'm glad to see her on. I've been telling her for years to get on these calls. And she got Snoopy in the background, but she's a gangster. But I hope her son, I pray that her son make the NFL. She's been very, very supportive of him. So I appreciate, I watch you in the background, but Kim, hope he make it. I know you did well with him, but Kim is sweet, y'all, but she's a gangster. Don't let her fool y'all.
I am a gangster.
You raise a defensive lineman. Yeah. I mean, you raise a defensive lineman. You know, you gotta
you put some hands on them, gotta make them scared. Gotta start from when they're little so they don't try to buck us when they get old.
Yeah, defensive lineman is a very violent position. Very violent position. Contact every play. It was Twitter. I want you to leave with a resource. Twitter for sure. The reason I'm picking Twitter because it's going to be faster than me teaching you Python, and it's PHP plus MySQL. You probably don't know what that means. It's front end and back end. It's what it is. It teaches you how to be a full stack developer. PHP is typically Facebook is coded in PHP.
Antonio.
Yes, sir.
We don't know and we don't care.
This is 470 million. Gotcha. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gotcha. Gotcha for sure. I've also decided. Not decided. I just worked out. The universe has some amazing ways to. I'm teaching you money. Okay, the universe has some amazing ways of putting you in the right place at the right time. And I already had Vibin set for cryptocurrency. Yet I was talking to my friend, he might be on this morning, Stack. And Stack is real big in NFTs. He's actually quite famous for NFTs. And we're looking forward to that. I want to make sure Vibin is an NFT platform as well. So it won't be too hard because I'm already building a blockchain platform in itself. And building a blockchain platform in itself, it will ride on that. You can't have NFT as a non-fungible token. You can't have a token without a blockchain. And we're not using Ethereum's blockchain or anything like that because we have our own blockchain. You understand what I'm saying? So there you go. Go ahead, Law.
Why do you think Elon Musk purchased Twitter? I'm trying to figure out the master plan behind this.
Yeah, well, no, I could tell you there's a few reasons. There's a few reasons. I would tell you most upfront that
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you repeat it, Law, because you got a sexy voice.
Yeah, that's all I heard was sexy. I couldn't hear the words. All I heard was sexy.
What I was asking is, why do you think Elon Musk purchased Twitter? I'm trying to figure out the master plan behind it and his reasons.
Well, so here's the reasons everybody know. But whenever real power is felt, not seen, right? Whenever you see things, that's probably not the real reason they do it. So he would have got some strong encouragement. Left side may say pressure from a few billionaire friends to do so. And what else? Oh, free speech. and to regulate Silicon Valley, which he is. Well, he's not in Silicon
Those
Valley
I definitely
anymore.
figured.
Right,
I definitely figured. I figured I was like
right,
top.
right. All that stuff. All that stuff. Now let's get to the Antonio reasons why. What's more powerful than having let's see, you have Facebook, Instagram. You got to leave TikTok alone. TikTok is a different, these are genres of communication. These are modes of communication. While TikTok should be mentioned, it's not necessarily reasonable to mention in this conversation for modes of communication, because when you talk about modes of communication, you can't buy political ads on TikTok. A few of you smart people can see where I'm going. So we're going to move TikTok to the side. And of course, they just stopped the political ads off Twitter, which is, I actually agree with that, but nevertheless. So you have, what's the fastest way to travel news in the 21st century? And that is Twitter. Period, point blank. As a matter of fact, all journalists must have a Twitter account and must tweet digital news. They have quotas now to do so. So when you talk about controlling the number one news source on the planet, what a great move. And somebody said, well, yes, sir.
So true.
The president of the United States used the social media to run this country.
That's unheard of. That's still unheard of. That may never happen again.
Exactly.
It still may never happen again.
Elon Musk is not stupid. And so many people came to social media because of that, and they're still here.
Yeah. That's probably never going to happen again. I'm not. If it does happen again, Donald Trump will win presidency this next election, and he would do it on Truth Social, which is his own social media now, which is at the number one. Like, pull out your phones, go to your app store, go to social media. Look at social media. Truth Social is number one. Just so you know, Truth Social is number one. Donald Trump's app is number one. He continues to win, but you understand. So you just something to think about when it comes to your money, because that's what I want to talk about, you and your money mindset, et cetera, et cetera. Grace, where you at, Grace? No. Okay. Well, Grace, when you come back, give Do Jean the right information. She's trying to log in, but she's on a different call. Now, of course, what's more powerful than privatizing what is known to be public? And I don't mean known to be public by reputation. I mean, when you want to control the assets of hundreds of millions of people, go public. Well, now he has the power of Apple private. And that's insane. You know what I'm saying? He has the power of Apple private. The idea of this is absolutely insane. Is it a good move? You bet your bottom dollar it is. You understand? You bet your bottom dollar it is. And it's what I've been teaching y'all. Remember, I told you your 5 steps from Claude Anderson. I tell y'all your 5-step building from Claude Anderson. Yes, I tell all of you. Tell all of you in buying. Grace, do me a favor. Get Dojin on the call second, but go to Assembly of Wanderers, please. assemblyofwanderers.com. Grace is going to pull up assemblyofwanderers.com. You're going to go to the build page, and I want you to scroll down, and the fifth section, whatever, is Mexit News. Even I'm doing the same thing. Elon's just money is just longer than mine. You understand what I'm saying? He did it first. His money is longer than mine, and he did it first. He did it completely first. He invented PayPal. 100%. It was him. PayPal is his code. So you look at it, just scroll on down. Just you ain't got to be right. Keep going to the big explanation. Oh yeah, look at me. That was dope. Good job, Grace. That was you showing people how
you the man. Yes.
Yeah. I forgot that was.
My God, did you add stuff? You did.
Man, I'm not playing with y'all. Okay, right
okay,
right
here
here.
we go. Okay.
News, radio, internet, and TV towers. Ain't nobody talking about no. I'm talking about controlling media. My own towers. I need somebody to understand something. The own internet. You understand? Well water, solar power. Can't go solar the whole city. You understand? Now, that commission check gonna be real good. Solar the whole city.
Real good.
You understand? And on towers, etc. Why? Or you can stop it, Grace. Why? Because y'all ready for this statement? This is about your money. When you are the majority, act like it. See what I just did? Boy, I tell you. When you are the majority, act like it. Somebody tell me what that means. It's okay. You don't have to be politically correct.
You okay, you did say you don't have to be politically correct.
Take charge.
That's it. You
okay, there you go. So you this is that simple. When you're in charge, take charge. Let me help y'all out. Worst thing Antonio could ever do as I continue to rise. Let me show y'all. Worst thing I can ever do as I continue to rise and as my income and my resources continue to rise as well is to act like y'all. The moment I didn't mean it as disrespect, but I need you to receive this. I need you to receive this. I want you to know, like, think about all the, well, I don't want to do that. That's too real of an example. I don't want to bother that too much. I just want you to receive that when you become the majority, you have to act like it. You understand? Now, you can be kind and sweet and blah, 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 but you have to act like it. You just do. So if you look at here, his Secret Success podcast, and look, it's just steadily climbing. That's last month and right now already in a couple of days. Can y'all see what's happening? It's just steady climbing. Is that because, well, fame kind of helps fame, so that kind of compound interest, right? Compound numbers is going to continue to rise. Unless I become like a pedophile or something, right? Something like that, or one of them QAnon theories that's out there. The whole leftist, all that stuff like that. I'm not the left though. I am so not the left. When it comes to you and your money and your mind, I need y'all to adopt a different attitude. I really do. If you believe in left or right, conservative or liberal, Democrat or Republican, or whatever it's called in other countries, if you believe to that, I don't care if you are one. That's not what I said. I am neither, but I believe they exist. Y'all just read the news from the Supreme Court or the leak?
Oh, not the Roe versus Wade one, huh?
What is there any other news to be talking about?
I just want to make sure.
I'm not gonna bring it up on this call. I did explain to the team last night though the real why. Because of course I know. All right, I did explain why. I won't do it on this call because it has nothing to do with your finance. Well, it actually does have everything to do with finance, but not finance. Economics. Those are two different things. Finances is your money, assets, and liabilities. Economics is how you behave in that. on a small and the large scale with millions of people. Or actually, don't have to be millions of people. To be honest with you, 6 of y'all can get together and create your own economy and never have to worry about anything again. But anywho, let's change your mindset real quick. I think this is probably going to be the most important call, and I'm going to treat it that way. And you're going to see me. I almost came up here with a personal finance sheet. I did. I still might do it. I know, and I'm sure Phil would be very glad if I do that, because I'm sure y'all do not know how to read or use a personal finance sheet or budget. And I'm not saying most of you. I'm saying until I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I've never been exposed to one. You know what I'm saying? So we're not talking about your intelligence. We're talking about your upbringing. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're not talking about how smart you are. We're talking about your upbringing. I say what I said. I'm saying it gently, but we need to respect the fact that all y'all wouldn't even talk about credit. Some of y'all, your mama used your credit before you was even understood what it was. You understand? Say we had some say that yesterday. So, you know, yes, ma'am.
I was reading this chapter, and the way that Robert Kiyosaki said that the rich dad broke it down to him and his friend, he said it was simple, and that's why most of those don't get it, because of the way they were taught. It was he said the difficulty comes in asking adults to unlearn or become children again. And so he says it's just simple. If you want to be rich, the only rule you need is you got to know the difference between an asset and a liability, and to buy assets. And so and he broke it down. So just
perfect setup and segue, Grace, because he has a lot of practical stuff in the book, and he has a lot of it's like it's self-help too. And I'm going to skip a lot of the self-help and just get to the nuts and bolts of it. What's an asset? Anything puts money in your pocket. What's a liability? Anything takes money out your pocket. So all those clever definitions, you can get rid of them. You don't need them. You unless you gonna do a keynote, you don't need them. You understand? You don't need them. I've always wondered why preachers would get in the pulpit and be Greek, and then on a high level explain this Greek without explaining it. Bruh, your people don't know what the hell you talking about. Your job is to simplify God's narrative. So I know you studied, but bring it down. So let me do the same. Let me keep that same energy of my accusation towards that person and put that accusation on me. This is going to be very simple. If it put money in your pocket, it is an asset, even if it's child support. And if you don't think that child support is not an asset, fill out some form. Apply for a loan. And they're going to ask you, do you receive any other income? They are. They're even going to ask you for your maiden name. Do you know why? This is money in your mind. Do you know why they ask you for your maiden name, ladies? I'll tell you why. Because one of the greatest ways to get denied for a loan is not to have your name and your number on credit profile match. I kid you not. If you
say that again, please.
See, if you go, most of y'all can raise your credit score 60 points right now. If y'all change the credit on your address to one address and your phone number to one phone number and your name to one name, your credit score will jump up 60 points. I ain't lying to you. I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you 100% what it is. So they ask you that. And then they ask you any other income. And if you say, well, I'm getting $12,000 a month, they're going to say, well, you know what, Kim, that's assets. Doesn't matter if it's child support. That's an asset. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you it is. I'm trying to get some child support. I'm trying to, Margie got some money. You get some child support from RG or something. You know what I'm saying? It is an asset. Anything that puts money in your pocket is an asset. You can keep your morality out of it. You can keep your standards out of it. If it puts money in your pocket, it's an asset. So what's a liability? Anything you spending money on. Oh, but Antonio, but this makes me money when I spend it. It's still a liability. It's just a good liability. It's still a liability. If it pluses your pocket, good. If it subtracts your pocket, debatable. We don't know if that's good or not. It just depends. If it subtracts out your pocket, if it's a liability, but that liability is your mortgage for the apartment complex you just bought, but 300 people are paying back your bills, that is a plus, even though it's a liability. You know what I'm saying? But it's just debatable. Robert Kiyosaki made the whole world mad, especially the middle class. And let me do a disclaimer. I'm going to do this disclaimer because I need to speak with you all as succinctly and practical as possible. So I am going to tell you the truth. Let's define truth as your government defines it. Now, I didn't say your politicians. I said your government. Can we, in this case, I want to separate your politics, your politicians from your government. Just please give me 1 minute to disclaim on the stuff because I'm not going to dance around anything else. I don't feel like it. This lesson's too important. Your government says 250,000, I think it was Barack Obama put in that you could be under if you make less than $250,000, you don't apply for this wealth tax. Trump, I think, raised it to, I forget what he raised it to. I don't remember no more, but it was way up there. And I don't, from to my knowledge, I'm not sure if Biden changed it. It started at 250, is somewhere way above 250. Your current congressman, speaking of America, make the president makes 475,000 or something. Anyway, I need you to get the president's making $450,000, $470,000 a year, while your Congress making about $275,000 a year. This is constitutional. And when they vote on a pay raise, it doesn't even apply until the next term. So that's constitutionally protected. They can't even vote themselves in a pay raise and win. They would have to, actually win an election, which is, gerrymandering to help that out a whole lot. But there you go. As your government defines it, $250,000 don't even get you a wealth tax in 2008. Some of y'all's like $250,000, bro. I'm straight. So as your government defines it, that's how I'm going to tell you the truth. Is that okay? Outstanding. Unemployment is not the unemployment rate. It's not a real rate, nor is it a real number. That's your government. Am I telling you that number is not accurate? That number is extremely accurate. Just not for your country. That number is accurate to whom your government decides is working class. Okay. God bless you all. Right here, I have Grace just segued me there. There it is right there. Grace, could you read that, please?
Know what an asset is, acquire them, and become rich.
So I need to explain to you the system momentarily so I can help you identify assets. But I also want you to know that your government doesn't necessarily include everybody as middle class. Some of you are identifying as middle class, but by government definition, you are not. Especially if you're not a white man. This is not about race. Pay attention. It's not about race. Pay attention. If you are Hispanic or Black or Polish or Jewish or anyone who is considered an immigrant, and these people work for themselves. Y'all know what I'm talking about? How many Hispanic people y'all know? Well, see, we're in Texas. Some of y'all don't understand this here. I remember going to Columbus and I was with a friend of mine and wise friend. And she was just shocked about all the racism. She grew up in Columbus. She was Black. She grew up in Columbus. And I said, don't you come to Texas with that mindset. So don't you do that. You stay away. Don't you come here with that. So some of you are not going to understand what I'm about to say. But Black folk don't work, but we work. Polish folk don't work, but we work. Hispanics don't work, but we work. Because these communities work for themselves. They start construction companies, restaurants, they do things. Some of you don't understand this because you're in an area which the houses are so close. You can drive a whole mile in Texas and still not see a neighbor. We don't like folk on top of us. I just need you to get this. I just need you to get this. We don't do public transportation. Public transportation in Texas is looked at in a downward manner. That's for poor people or for people who got diseases. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what it is. This is right. That's not for your government saying. That's opinion in Texas. It's the court of public opinion. So I want you to know that the middle class is not a metric for everyone. It is only a metric for the people who are paying taxes through the traditional system and looking for employment through the traditional system. And it is the unemployment rate for Black people alone hovers somewhere around 24%. And New Orleans is somewhere around 49%. Let's look this up. So I need you to get that if Antonio has not hopped on an unemployment radar in a long time, I haven't looked for a job since 2008, and I have not traditionally paid taxes or did anything into the government system to get unemployment. So I don't count, and I'm never counted. And it's a good thing I'm so consistent because I can balance out the numbers and make them even and proper. So when you're out there looking for assets, I need you to take in account that this world I need you to take into account, you may be looking in the wrong place, some of you. And I also need some of you to take into account that if you're in the right place and you are someone who is accounted for by this government, you need to re-switch your definition of middle class. I want to prove to you what your government says, or at least data from your government. Is that okay? You're going to say your government says it or your data says it. Grace, you're going to pull up how much does it cost to live in a metropolitan area in America. Don't pull it up yet. Let's see, who else has, I need to, okay, Deanna's on the road. Grace, you're going to do 2 searches for me. Then you're going to pull up in the metropolitan area Then I want you to also pull up what percentage of Americans make six figures, please. You know what? Do me a favor. Take home six figures. Do it to that one. What we're going to do. Now, I want you all to process this because we're going to wrap it. Well, I'm already saying plenty, but I do want you to process that some of you ain't in the number. Others of you are in the number, but you are grossly overestimating your position in that number. You don't have to agree with me. Every single day you swipe your card, it feels like that. So don't agree with me. Just all of you put yourself in a situation. Your engine goes out. You got $4,000 unexpected that you need to spend. Tell me how you feel. Can you accomplish this? Okay, do you see? If you can accomplish,
because I got that thing, where Ice-T was telling me that I need to go in and cover my car so that when it do go bad.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you find you another example where you got to spend $4,000, maybe to save your life. And the $4,000 deductible, right? It's a $4,000 deductible for you to get this surgery. So I have no idea, right? You understand what I'm saying? Whatever that may be. And if you can't unexpectedly spend $4,000 to $10,000, this isn't talking about you and you're wrong. This is talking about that the government understands this. The government completely understands this. They have you marked down. They do a census every time. They completely understand this. And you have not looked at the updated numbers of what is middle class. As soon as we got a global class, which some of y'all probably never heard of this term, the middle class was dead. Grace, Metropolitan, please pull it up. Look at this. This is insane. This is insane. No, I don't want to know how much people make. Well, you know what? That's actually pretty good. You keep that there, Grace.
Okay.
Go do me another search and tell me how much it cost. Okay. That's actually, you keep that there. You can just do it on screen. How much does it cost to live in a metropolitan area? Cleveland, Ohio, 51,000 medium income. Watch this here.
There we go.
All right, there we go. How much does it cost to live? All right, you can just you can hit in on that one. We're just gonna. It should say something about $96,000. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. We're gonna find. All right, change your search. How much do you need to live in a metropolitan area? How much money do you need to live in a metropolitan area? There you go. And the figure should be something about $96,570. Something like that. 86,000, 96,000. Salary needed to live. Go ahead and do that, Grace. Live comfortable. We're just rich around. Okay. We're just rich around. Keep going. Just scroll down. We already see 934,000. We ain't worry about that. Key findings.
Right here.
Going. Average salary needed to live comfortably in the 25 areas is $57,013. Okay, so you need $57,000 to live comfortably. What is your government call comfortable? Well, I don't know nothing about that. You understand what I'm saying? That we're not gonna get into that because if you got 57,000.
That don't sound too comfortable to me.
No. Okay, Grace, hit back real quick. Let's see. Scroll down. How much money? Let's see. Let's try that real quick. How much money do you need to live? Yeah. All right. Let's see. Making money. Scroll. All right. Yeah, we ain't worried about that. Okay, there we go. If you're a homeowner, you need 72. Now, this is more accurate list. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you're a homeowner, you need in Albuquerque, New Mexico, you need 72 plus $1,000. If you're a homeowner, 73,000. Okay. If you're in Arlington, Texas, you need 80,000. If you're a homeowner, 89,000 if you're renting. But look, what's the median income in Arlington, Texas, Grace?
$55,562.
If you're in Atlanta, ATL, also known as Black Atlanta, depending on who you're talking to, if you are there, $51,000 is the median income, but you need how much, Grace?
$88,607. If
And
you're a
let's just go
homeowner.
to Austin, where everybody is moving to. 63,000 is the median income, but you need how much if you're a homeowner, Grace?
98,000 for a homeowner. Whew.
Copy and paste that link, send that to everybody out in the chat, put that in the notes too. Notice that Grace pulled up a government form. Two of them at first. By banks, gosh darn it. That said, oh, Phil, $53,000, you're good. How? $53,000 is automatically $35,000 after taxes. So let's just start there. Let's just start there. $35,000, and they saying you comfortable in the city. As soon as gas go over $3, it's over for your $37,000. And all of y'all got an hour commute. You're lucky if you live next to your job. You did well. Your law of attraction is strong. God has been glorified in your commute. You understand? All of you commute an hour to your job. And don't fool around and have a home-based business. Your whole $37,000 is going to your home-based business. And every time, and you literally waiting for a customer to help you pay your rent. Who know what I'm talking about? Which one of you entrepreneurs know what I'm talking about? I need, okay, amen. Yeah, I understand that. You understand? This is why I keep trying to get all y'all away from customers, get to these $1 billion customers. You understand? And most entrepreneurs I know, and I was one of them for my whole life, ain't got no health insurance. I can't afford health insurance. I can't afford my business.
Watch yourself, sir.
Oh, y'all don't want to. All right. So we got to pick the. Come on.
I'm listening, but I'm sitting here doing our financial breakdown for our 10%, and all that, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, and I know I needed to get health insurance because, I had it as a part of my job when I was working full time in West Virginia. But now, I went ahead and got it through the marketplace and they were like, okay, but I was looking at that and adding that in. And I was like, man, I was like, if I could swipe that one off, but I know I need it. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't, but it's just like looking at my part of the bills and stuff, and them looking at and I'm like, man, I was like, this is depressing looking at some of this because it's stuff that I can't say that I can't downsize on because my phone is prepaid. That's that part, what I'm saying. But I'm thinking like, Lord, we gotta get out of this apartment because like I could see it now. We get out of this apartment, and that's literally that's money that I can finally maybe be able to breathe.
Invest. Don't breathe. Right. You listen. No. But here's the deal. You used to suffocate. But here's the deal. You ain't breathed in 10 years. Don't breathe now.
Yeah.
Don't breathe now. Hold on. Let me help you out. You've been struggling. You might as well get that extra money and keep struggling. Your lifestyle ain't gonna change. But if you take that extra 400, extra 600, extra 4,000, extra 1,000, and you do that for 4 years, you'll never suffocate again.
Yeah, because I'm like, woo, wait. But I'm glad at least that I've got a mental picture of what's going on, and I can be like, okay, because I can see what room I can be like, all right, this is the money that I was using here. I can allocate it because it's not like it's going to be lost if I put it somewhere else. If I'm investing it or I'm saving it, it's still money that I'm used to not having. So I might as well go ahead and put it where I'm not going to be able to see it, but it's actually going to do me some good. So.
Right. No, right. And you're doing a good job. Let me tell you something. A lot of y'all are changing. In fact, everybody just unmute your mic and clap for yourselves. Because a lot of y'all are already fixing your finances. Yes. Yes. A lot of y'all are already fixing your finances. And I couldn't be more pleased with you right now. Grace, while I'm talking, look up how much it costs to live in Massachusetts, metropolitan area.
Okay.
That's what Najee from. You know, we're not even finna look up New York. We're not even finna do that. Law already annoyed. We're not finna have him, you know. He gonna fool around, stop being a vegan, and go get him a glizzy and a beer. Fool around with New York. That's a hot dog, y'all. For us, it's a glizzy up there. Yes, there you go. There you go. Yeah, that's right. Phil said, "Don't downsize. You right size." I like what he said there. Yeah, I just want you to get that in a few moments, you're about to learn how to go find some doggone assets. And this mindset. The problem is you have sadly overestimated your position in this government. They know doggone well it costs $96,000 for you to be comfortable, and they're giving you $56,000. And when you get to $56,000, just like me and Jerome, I ain't never made $56,000. This is a blessing. God is good, and this is a blessing. But we're celebrating poverty. And that was my point. The middle class has shifted. The middle class no longer means you have money. Hear me and hear me well. According to your government and its data and all its statistics, middle class is now judged by net worth, not income. And if you own a house, they consider you middle class. Unfortunately, for all of you real folk here listening to me, your house don't give you money every month. So they can define you, Kim, you're in a $400,000 house. You're middle class. Here's your tax bracket. I'll be damned. They ain't not giving me no check every 1st and 15th. I'm not getting paid every 2 weeks. I need a homeowner that I need one of y'all to own a home that has been told that was a good decision. You're doing well. But where's my money? I need somebody to keep it real with me. I need it should be 98% of this call. Have y'all noticed the growing movement of 70-year-olds selling their houses? I don't know if you. Let me tell you what's happening. These kids, us, you 70-year-olds, you raised millennials, or actually Gen Zers. Yeah, I raised them. I mean, no, not Gen Zers. You raised Grace and them. Grace,
Gen
you ain't
Xers.
raised me. Gen Xers. You ain't raised me. You raised Grace and them. They act different. They still got manners. You understand? Grace still got manners. We lost that. You understand what I'm saying? We lost them, man. We watch our struggle too much. Grace still got manners. You raised them. Grace then went to school, got the job, just like you said. And now Grace can afford to have her own house, start her own family. You were raised, or you are the generation, baby boomers, that stopped having 15 kids as a life insurance policy. No, you had to. The world wasn't a safe place. You had to have 15 kids and hope that one of them would get their mind right and wouldn't put you in some home. That's how it worked. That's how it worked. Now, you had 2 to 4 kids. Now it's 1.2. I don't know where they get that 0.2 from, but it's 1.2 kids. Somebody out here with 4 toes.
Didn't it used to be 2.4 kids?
Something like that. Yeah.
How they come up with that?
You understand. But what I'm trying to tell you is these 70-year-olds are empty nesters because their children are doing better than them. They give up the house so they can cash out and enjoy their doggone golden years. Why? Because they realize that middle class is a lie. There is no middle class. I'm only telling you what is true by definition. The global class has replaced what you call upper class. You got 4 classes now. You got poor, you got middle, you got upper, and you got global. Oprah is global class. Who would agree that her money is good anywhere? Do you understand? She ain't got to worry about no currency rates. Whatever her billion is gonna be a billionaire or a trillion over there. You understand what I'm saying? She good. She take her billion to India, she even better. You understand what I'm saying? Go to Nigeria, even better. Global class. Upper class, middle class have combined. I'm going to tell you, it takes $1 million. Yeah, upper class, middle class.
Upper in the middle. Okay.
Just you don't take my word. Don't believe me. Disagree with everything I'm saying. I pray you disagree and Google. I pray you disagree with me at Google so you can then say, oh, shoot. Okay, that was here. I need to make some changes. I want to be right. I want you to change. You know what I'm saying? I want to be right. I want you to change. So this is what this looks like. You need to find some assets. But stop going to find $1,000 a month. I need you to do that 40 times. Most of you, Grace, Google real quick, what's the average income in America? Let's look at this. We're gonna let me compliment some people while she's doing that. Phil, you look handsome. Yes, you look handsome. Jerome, you look rich. That's it. Margie, you look like you still stop traffic. That's what I'm talking about. Margie, walk out right now, somebody gonna turn their neck. Ooh, look at that. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Renee, I checked out that link you were talking about. I sure did. I even liked it. Grace, you lied to me.
That was in 2019. That was in 2019.
Grace, you need to switch seats. Go sit in the big chair.
Oh.
Move to the big chair.
Oh.
Move to the big chair. Yes.
Okay.
2019, the average size. No. Grace, get that loud. The people on audio couldn't hear it. They couldn't see it.
Okay, yeah.
Salary in 2019 was what?
$31,133.
After taxes, that's $25,000.
God bless.
Stop the screen, Grace, and switch seats.
Jesus.
Stop. Okay. No, I'm not being doom and gloom. I'm telling you what your government say. I'm trained by the humor consultants, so I am very aware when I say I'm gonna tell you the truth. Because so he was lying to me the whole time. That's what Phil was saying, right? Mm-hmm. I'm fully aware. That's why I said let's define truth. And I said, as your government says it. Your government has the data. In 2019, y'all had $31,000 a month. You understand? And they telling you, if you live in a city, which you should be living in a city, I'm not telling you should as in the fact that that's my suggestion. I'm saying the more closer people are, the better the technology, the better the health, the better the resources. That's why cities exist. You understand what I'm saying? That's exactly why cities exist. That's exactly why cities exist. But they're telling you it costs you $87,000 to live. No. Listen to me. Listen. If the average salary in the richest country in the world is $31,000 as of 2.5 years ago. So I don't think anybody think that went up or went down. Because even if it went up, inflation took it back down and cost of living.
Because I saw one where it says the national median family income for the United States for fiscal year 2021, $79,900.
Ooh, look at that. 79,000. Now you think they really this is why I try to tell you about this. This is why you gotta be careful about data. Why I try to tell you about this. That 79,000 is accurate. Who you think they polled?
And they were giving all that money away though. So isn't it different now?
They didn't poll you and me.
They didn't poll Adrian. They didn't poll anybody.
Or they asked me after I got 3 stimulus checks, and I thought that I was doing something different because
they took that back from out this year.
But that's what I'm saying. The world stopped and everything. So if they looked at it from the time when they were giving us that influx of money to make you think that you were,
that's
and
fair.
now you can work at Wawa and get a $3,000 bonus because they need people in there.
That's a good point, Adrian. That's a good point.
It could be money, but it's not a real. You know what I mean? You got real people working now. You said.
Well, it was 79,000, but we had 21% unemployment. No, it was way more than 21% unemployment rate. So there's only the people who was working. Come on, y'all. The pandemic started in 2020. Gotta be careful with these things. Yeah. Anyway,
does it have anything to do with the people that have died? You know, a lot of people died.
Sure
too.
does. So, I'm gonna count that. If you was living in that year, I'm counting you. Yeah, I'm counting you. You understand what I'm saying? That's just the people who had jobs. Now let's go back to it. $31,000. We're gonna receive that. $31,000. You understand? $31,000. Ain't damn one of y'all, allow me that colloquialism, ever went to kindergarten and said, "Ooh, you know what? When I get older, I want $31,000 a year." That's why you went to college, to start off at $31,000 a year. The only way you went to kindergarten and said $31,000 a year is good is if you are a baby boomer, because $31,000 a year was good. It's fantastic. If in 1970 they said, "Phil, we're gonna start you off at $31,000," you know what? That's Grace. Google what $31,000 is in 1970. It should be something like 57,000. We're gonna start you off. That would be just fine. So what is $31,000 in 1970? And it just, it'll tell you, it'll share your screen as I'm talking. Listen, Otis, Susan, Ken, you don't need to go find assets. You need to go find about $50,000 worth of assets. Do you hear me? That's what you need to do. Grace, for some reason, it's real small. Is that me? Do I have mine set that way? Or is that my view? Let me see.
Yeah, that's your view.
No, yeah, I got it on side-by-side gallery.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see. Standard.
What?
How much is it? Shit, what? What?
$229,706.
Okay, that should make y'all off. No, say it out loud, Grace.
$31,000 in 1970 is equivalent in purchasing power to about $229,706.80 today.
Wow.
They don't love y'all. Stop your screen, Grace. They don't love y'all. Hey, that's how much they decreased our dollar. All right, everybody go find $50,000. Boy, Antonio, that sounds good, but how the hell do I do that? You know what I'm saying? All right, that's it right there. But can we agree you need to go find $50,000 that you do not trade your time for? And I don't mean at minimum. I mean, it's a state of emergency. Please respectably, humbly, please accept my next submission to you. This is not a game. They are clearly playing games with your quality of living, but this is not a game. And nobody on this call, it just doesn't matter. I refuse to believe that anybody here disagrees with me, because every time you spend your money, it sure feel like they took that purchasing power away from you. So how do we handle it? Let's read a few things more from Robert Kiyosaki. This book is fantastic. Grace, let's do this real quick. Read this from me real quick, Grace, so I can give some tips.
That's it. Easy, huh? The trouble is that people are not properly taught how to spend their money. Many do not know the difference between an asset, something which puts money in your pocket, and a liability, something which takes money out of your pocket. Kiyosaki's main point is that the only way to become financially independent is to accumulate income generating assets which can pay for your expenses. However, many people rather buy a new car or an iPad, liabilities, instead of investing that money in stocks or real estate, assets. I recently posted an infographic which shows the difference in returns if you would have bought Apple stocks instead of one of their products. Oh my Lord.
Yes, one more, Grace.
The fear of straying from the generally accepted life path plays a big role in the financial decision-making process. However, if you do not want money to control you like it does most people, then you will have to do things differently from the crowd. Investing legend John Templeton seems to agree on this point.
All right. The rest of the class is focused on these two focal points, these two foci. Everything you know is wrong. And I don't mean that as a contrarian. I don't mean it as a hot one-liner like a politician. I just simply mean that you're making probably 31,000. And if you're not, your business is. And if you're doing less than that, you're not middle class. And average don't mean middle class. Like, this is the thing. But at $31,000 a year, they will call you middle class. Grace, Google, share your screen real quick. I want you to share the screen while Googling. I want them to see it. What is the poverty line in America? Get all that. Let's see. 2021 guidelines for poverty. A family of four, $26,000 is poverty. A family of four. Okay, you can stop right there. And a family, I don't know, do it one more time, Grace, I'm sorry. Most of you have a family of four, and we'll come back to it. And we're gonna go with a family of three. Okay? I'm explaining to you. 21,000. You can stop, Grace. Share that link in the chat. This is 2021 data. We're going to go with $26,021. The reason I say most of you have a family of 4 or you have a family of 3, I skipped family of 1 and I skipped family of 2 on purpose because I want to redefine to you family. If you take care of anybody, I need you to put them in your family. They don't have to be in your house. Can I push that further, Jerome? If you have a job and a business, respect the fact that your business is your family. That's a family member. How many of you think you can have a business and not feed it? Who has ever owned a business that did not take out your personal income? I ain't ever had one. I may have that now, but it didn't start, ATS didn't start that way. You understand? So I want you to think about this. If you own a business and have a job, that's a family member. If you have a dog, a cat, if you buy food for a pet, how many of y'all know buying food for a pet and pet care is expensive? All right. And if the pandemic proved very much so.
And if we're supposed to get food stamps and stuff, I should be able to buy my food and that animal food with them stamps. Because how else he gonna eat? I gotta spend real money to feed them. So I was gonna ask you, could maybe them halves of the parent, you know how I said like 4.5 and 2.5, could they be the animals?
It could be. It could be. It could be. It sure could be. I ain't thinking about that. Look, I mean, there's some folk here that spent $17,000 on they pets, and that's not like you're not being spoiled. They hungry. Or they like we not. They just hungry. You know what I'm saying? They're just hungry. We're not talking about being irrational or unreasonable with your income. They hungry. They just hungry, and it's cold outside, especially in Texas where we had the whole winter freeze. You know, snowvid, as I was calling it. We had that whole thing. Pets can't stay outside. They gotta come inside. You gotta come inside. You know what I'm saying? 26,000 to 21,000 is what we're gonna deal with. The government says 26,000 to 21,000 is the poverty line. That's what the government says. You understand? Now watch this here. If you own a house, let me do it this way. John Oliver did a segment. Damn it. I almost want to. Oh, we gonna do this here. Y'all get to play with me now. You need to play with me. Let's see. I gotta move this out the way. Move. Okay. All right. Computer's moving a little slow. John, got my VPN on. John, John, God dog it. John Oliver Trucking. Let's see. John Oliver Trucking, and it's right. Trucks. There we go. Right here. I understand John Oliver's a liberal. I don't mean this is not political. There's a very, there we go. There's a very fantastic assessment on the trucking industry. Now, hear me and hear me well. Do not miss from me. My argument. Here's my argument. Here is my thesis for this next section, which is an argument. Most of you are in poverty despite how your government has classified you. Allow me to let not John Oliver, but a real human being explain.
Once she and her husband had accounted for all their costs.
Talk about this a little bit. There we go.
Contractor means all the costs and risks of truck ownership get pushed onto the driver. Just watch as this former trucker explains exactly what was left of her household earnings once she and her husband had accounted for all their costs.
We made $150,000, right, in a year. That sounds great, right? That's like good money. We paid $100,000 in fuel. Okay, so right there, now I made $50,000, but I didn't really because, you know, you get an oil change every month, so it's $300 a month. You still have to do all the maintenance. We had a motor blowout, right? $13,000. Right? I know. I mean, I choke up a little just thinking about it because it was 13,000 and we were off work for 2 weeks. So by the end of the year with that 150,000, by the end of the year, we'd made about $22,000.
It breaks my heart. That lady is below the poverty line. I don't know where you're getting your information from. I'm not here to tell you it's wrong. As your government defines what is truth, 26,000 with a family of 4, 21,000 with a family of 3. She had $22,000 left over. How that's not poverty? Our next book we're going to cover, which is appropriate, is 10X. I'm going in a particular order. Changing your mindset, and I'm going to let Grant Cardone tell you, stop being a little baby, multiply your effort by 10. When you make $150,000, you are spending 150,000 energies, and it feels that way. You grinding for that. You understand? When you go out there and sell 10,000 books, you grinded for that. When you have coached hundreds of thousands of people like Phil and Susan's, you have grinded for that. You feel that. It takes a toll on your body. And you got 22,000 left over. Back to the beginning. This class is going to be different. I'm going to take a very practical approach. Robert Kiyosaki has a lot of self-help. I'm going to remove that and just give you the practicality. However, I am going to tell you the truth. Let's define truth. As your government sees it, the poverty line is at $26,000. And if you be honest with yourself, by the time you do everything you're supposed to do as a reasonable citizen of heaven and earth, by the time you pay your tithes, by the time you pay your mortgage, by the time you pay your internet bill to keep the business running, your taxes, most of you are left with $26,000 and you know it. That is not disrespectful, but it's not your fault, or there's no fault being here. You're not a victim. I just need you to go get $50,000 in assets, one way or the other. And someone's gonna, every time I say stuff like this, it's always somebody older than me that says, Antonio, you can't say that. Most people can't do that. And I don't give a damn. Because I'm not going to tell you what you can't do. How I'm going to look at you and tell you that you are made in his image and you can't go do something like get out of poverty. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make you uncomfortable by seeing you for the God that you are. Now you're going to like that, or that's going to repel you. Did y'all know that? Oh. Did y'all know Jesus said that same thing? Is that did y'all know that? Does anybody know that? Oh my goodness. Oh, Grace, if you don't mind,
Yes, sir.
if I can get you to pull up John chapter 10, English Standard Version, please. We need accuracy. English Standard Version. I am telling you right now, if you have 26,000 left, and we're not talking about you mismanaging your money. The system is set up this way. Is there anybody willing to admit to me by the time it was said and done, you had 26,000 or less left? And that's all what you made, what you had left.
Less, Antonio, less.
That's under the poverty line. And you got, let me tell you, you got a family of 3. Just you, your husband, and his medical expenses. See, y'all don't want to play.
That's right. Yes.
You think them, if you think that Hoyer lift, renting, repairing, and all that other stuff, and the medicine, and the back and forth, the gas to the hospital, back and forth, don't cost just as much as having a 13-year-old that eat 4 Coney Islands a day, you ain't paying attention.
Antonio, they came over here to look at that Hoyer lift, and they said it's going to be at least 75 in order for us to even look at it, for us to even come out to the house. Insurance don't cover that. It's coming right out of the pocket.
$75.
I felt that.
You know how much
just for them to come out.
You know how much food $75 is? Here's it. When you barely got money, I know Susan want us to eat super greens and eat well. But when all I got is $75 and I got to feed 3 people, that's noodles and processed food. And noodles is processed food. I'm not telling you you're making wise decisions. I'm telling you it's the only decision you can make. You don't go to Whole Foods and leave with 3 glasses of asparagus and some grape water. I just made that up. That's not what Whole Foods do.
I mean, hey, I was about to say, that would make sense if they had that too.
You said grape water.
Well, sometimes people smell like hot dog water, so you all right.
Or you know what I'm saying? You know, them little Tony pieces that's like $1. Well, they used to be $1. They're like $1 and some change now. I'm not. Listen, we give ourselves cancer not because cancer, diabetes, not because we can't control. We got $75. So, and everything processed got sugar in it and all sorts of stuff. I got $75. I need to make this $75 stretch 30 days. What do you think I'm about? What do you think I'm about? And if you really know what you're doing, here comes spaghetti like a mug. Who knows what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Go in there and get that spaghetti stuff. You know, get some hot dogs and some tortillas, and we'll chop some stuff up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You get what I'm saying? All right. I want to almost wrap this up. Phil, do me a favor before too many people disconnect. Tell us what we're doing tonight for the Tuesday stuff we do. The 2 of them, the 2 things.
Yeah, the Power of Your Subconscious Mind. We're on the last chapter, and it's how to use your subconscious mind to stay young.
Oh, wow.
And it covers many, many different topics in that chapter. It's one of the largest chapters in the book. So if you haven't been involved, now would be a good time to show up, because this is one of the greatest chapters. And then the keynote speak is going to be by Sandra. Is going to give the keynote speak right after the 8 o'clock our time.
Good stuff.
So
good stuff. Yeah,
we're going to have a fun night tonight. It's going to be real valuable for people who want it. And then also to set it up, we're going to be doing the 48 Laws of Power is the next book we're going to be doing. And we're going to be using the notes that you created, which it's amazing what you did. So I'm going to talk to Grace to have her get that ready to get out to people, because they don't even have to go buy the book. They just do your notes, and we'll use your notes as a guide to get us through that book, which is pretty amazing. It's
Thank you.
It reinforces things that you really want to believe in, and then it goes, well, that can't be right. It really challenges your, what you've been programmed.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm never missing the 48 Laws of Power class. I ain't got nothing to say either. I'm gonna let y'all talk, but I'm gonna listen. It's brilliant. It's brilliant, especially the stuff that challenges you. Because even though I'm not gonna do that, but somebody might be doing it to you. So you need to at least be aware of the control trying to be put up on you. So thank you so much, Phil. I appreciate you. I'm gonna have you say it again too later. Yeah, say it again too as well if needed. My friends, if you listen, if you have $26,000 left, I know you make $200,000 a year. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm talking about how much they make us spend to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, please hear me, rally behind me. I'm not trying to divide. I'm trying to unite us. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say that Facebook makes you spend $10,000 a month on ads because they won't let your post reach who you aren't. You aren't those followers, and they won't let your post reach them. It's crazy. Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, let me be more specific. The name of the chapter is How to Stay Young in Spirit Forever.
Oh, wow.
How to Stay Young in Spirit Forever. And some of the sub-headlines are How to Grow Old in How He grew old in his thought life. Age is the dawn of wisdom. Welcome to the change. Life is. You are as young as you think you are. Your gray hair is an asset. Age is an asset. Be your age. I can keep up with the best of them. Fear of old age. So those are just a few of the retirement, a new venture. 110 years old. So it's going to be an interesting night.
Yeah, it sure is. And we all need that. Even us young folk, feel young. So I'm just younger than Phil. You understand what I'm saying? He'll be middle aged his next birthday. You understand what I'm saying? He'll be middle aged his next birthday. And I'm just younger than Phil. Well, we all need that because we need to create assets around everything, and I like that. If you let me just show you email. I just received this email just now. So I'm sharing my screen. What time does it say, Grace? Let's see. Today's, as this recording, is May 3rd, and it's at 9:13 a.m. So sometime 8 minutes ago. No, that's not 8 minutes. It's 12 minutes ago. 12 minutes ago, I got paid $14 off of whatever this total is, so 1,300 something. And I've been paid so far this much off of $151 off of this here. So every day they're going to pay. That has nothing to do with my money, me, or something. It has everything to do with the fact that I keep telling you to monetize your voice, monetize your passions. And there is nothing that I can think of right now in this present mindset, Jerome, than money I didn't earn that came unexpectedly. I mean, did I earn the podcast? Yeah, you work hard. I get it. One time I worked hard. Let's say you get 50 customers that pay you $1,000 in advertisement on your podcast, and you just document your life or whatever you're going to do, right? Just whatever you're going to do. All right. Now you got $50,000 that you can pour into real estate that you didn't earn. By earn, I mean trade time for money. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm attempting. I'm really trying to help, and we're gonna do this on September 30th. I'm not getting paid for this. I believe I will get paid for this through the universe. I expect, I don't even believe that. I expect this much good energy has to come back with a great return. I'm not, what y'all give, what you do has nothing to do with me. I notice I said about the internship, right, Grace?
You're right.
Bad mentioned it today. Whether y'all do that or not ain't got nothing to do with me, because y'all ain't my only audience. You know what I'm saying? But please be honest with yourself. Do you have $26,000 after it's left over? I pray you do. You understand? But if you do, how much above that are you? And that's how I started the call off. I want you to be honest with you are. And I want a truth. And the truth defined by the government. If you have 26,000, y'all can tell I prepare for that. I don't just jump up here every morning and start winging it, huh? You can tell, I hope you don't think I did that. If you make 50,000, excuse me, if you have 50,000 left over, man, good job. But you're 25,000 over the poverty line. You understand what I'm saying? And when you think like that, well, now you got power. You get me? You got power. This is honest to God true. Ken Johnson, where you at? This honest to God true. I haven't driven in 50 years. I just started.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Me and Ken was doing a good old deal. Ken was finna put me in some BMW, no, Lexus or something. It was nice. It was a BMW, wasn't it? BMW 7 Series.
Yeah.
Ken, how was my credit?
It was good. You could have got it.
Good credit, good credit. You know what stopped us? I didn't have a license. I didn't have ID. Have a lie, kid?
Yep, that's when I found out you was riding dirty.
They ID. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened. I paid off all my stuff. But what happened when Texas got rid of the surcharges in 2020 or 2019 or whatever, they brought up my old court case. I had no idea. And I don't need a license. At that time, I never needed a license. I had an ID and I had my passport. Never needed a license. You understand what I'm saying? Never needed that because I had 7 court cases from 2005 and 2006. Don't judge me. And they were all at $800 court fees a piece. What's that, Grace? 8 times 7 is 56. So you
5,600. Yes.
Okay, y'all understand what I'm saying. You know, you understand. Well, actually, it was a little bit. It cost me $10,000, and I told Ken, "Don't worry about it, man. I ain't gonna do this right now." Am I lying, Ken? No. Well, guess what? I did take care of it. You know what I'm saying? I did take care of it, and even though I'm lazy, I'm going to go take my little driving test today, right after the call, because I did fix my license. You understand what I'm saying? I did fix my license.
You're messing with kids.
Congratulations.
Yay!
well, I made up for Ken. Ken
is not a play. Okay.
That's true, but I can assure you that I sent Ken somebody a different way. You understand what I'm saying? And we ain't done yet.
Man, look, between Uber, Lyft, and everybody else who got a car, you don't need a license.
Don't need one. Yeah, never stop me from making money.
I've been sitting in the back seat of a limo without a license.
That's it. He's a boss. Boss don't need license.
I've been in a whole bunch of different countries without one. I didn't need one. You know? Go ahead, Phil. Thank you, kid.
Yeah, just remember, Antonio, it's 2 and 10. It's no Detroit lean.
Oh, okay.
2 and 10.
Okay.
No Detroit lean.
Oh, come on.
I might spray my cologne, you know, saying smell like a Harlem pimp with the Detroit lean. You understand what I'm saying? For sure. No, the reason I brought that up is because
you're gonna tell Deanna, hey, you hitting them corners too hard. I almost spilled my yak.
I almost spilled my yak. Yeah, my pink suit. The reason I bring it up is because I had no intentions on paying $10,000 for some court cases that I thought was done. that they just brought back up because they felt like it. Their intentions. For what? So what I did after me and Kim, I set a plan. I'm gonna start something new. And when it hit 10,000, it just took that long. You understand what I'm saying? That was sometime last year. It just took that long. But I need y'all to get, I did not pay for my license. I did not. I said, Ken, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Ken. This just we good. Don't worry about it. I'ma just chill, process this information. Because I had an ID. Well, I said that one. And I got my passport. You know what I'm saying? So I can get loans or whatever. I can travel. I don't need that. And I don't drive. But I want you to process that I just waited a whole year and took that embarrassment. Didn't bother me. Let me tell you, it didn't bother me that I'm your mentor with no license. I don't give a damn. I don't care, because you can be bothered by that.
And those of us that you mentor, we don't give a damn either.
Okay.
But yeah, you be driving though. You be
half
driving.
of us probably didn't know.
You driving.
Half of us probably didn't know.
You was taking people to and from the airport. You was doing
ain't
that.
Nobody in my city gonna bother me. I have the biggest taxpayer in my city. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I just want you to process that I understood spending my money is never the goal. I'm not being vulnerable and telling you about, what the police officers pulled me over when I was riding my little motorcycle. That wasn't, with no insurance because I couldn't afford it. I just wanted to look cool. I'm gonna tell you all about that. I'm telling you, don't spend your money and account for your money properly where it is, where you are now. You understand? Where it is, where you are now, account for it. And then know that by the time you're done, you need to be over a certain dollar amount. And right now, my goal for you is $75,000 extra dollars at first. So how do we get there? Give me a few more minutes. We're in this call early. I don't need the full 3 hours. Robert Kiyosaki has a lot of great information, but he's going to push real estate. And so am I. Now, if you want to go into stocks first, if you want to go into automobiles first, if you want to go into sales funnels, doesn't matter. Just know all your money after it comes out needs to be funneled back into real estate or something that behaves like it. In the same as your 48 laws of power, the establishment, the oligarchy that runs this world has no intentions on letting the real estate market die. The ups and downs are proper. We have no intentions on letting it die. So you might want to be where the government is protecting. All right, I tried to make it make sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Well, government protecting stocks, government's protecting real estate. You might want to be there. You just might want to be there. So I want to say a few last things to you. Sometime this week, if not this week, next week, I'm gonna upload a personal finance sheet for y'all. Don't worry about it. It will already be in Excel or whatever is equivalent. And the math will already be set up to where when you plug in something, it's a track for you. So you ain't got to be like Antonio and be like, I don't know how to use all it. No, all you got to do is plug and play. You understand what I'm saying? You just plug and play. There you go. And I am going to teach you how to personally budget your household. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the budget is not my goal. My real goal is for me to do this to you and you go, holy crap, I am terrible with money. That's what I want. That's what I want. what I really want is I want you to plug in your numbers and see you screwed. You're screwed. Even if you're doing well, you ain't doing as well as you thought. And if you are doing as well as you thought, you know it outright. You know it outright.
Are you going to recommend a good therapist for us after we
right.
Right.
Connoting. If you take the Marcus Buckingham challenge, they'll be able to connote you a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? You know, I let you. That glory is all theirs. That glory is all theirs. They are far better with people than me. That glory is all theirs for sure. I want you. My goal, Grace. I want 8 more minutes. Okay, my goal is for you to, let's see, this is May. By June, I want you so confident in your finances that you get out of learning mode and you start applying what I'm saying. Some of you started early. Some of you, like Jerome, started on the second class. You know what? He pissing me off. Let me go ahead and just, some of you did that. You know what I'm saying? Jerome Ashia started on the second class. I'm talking about from Yolanda all the way to Sandra. I want mother and daughter as financial buddies. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, wait a minute. I know I'm at work, but wait a minute. I'm gonna tell you right now. If that's gonna be, we gotta go. We gotta get it. We gotta get it. We gotta get it. We gotta get it.
Gotta get it.
I'm just saying.
Nah, I mean, what's more beautiful than your daughter seeing you in class working on your finances? How else can you be a better mother?
Don't make me cry.
I'm just saying. She
You're doing a class. You're doing a class for it.
No, it's gonna be here. No, it's gonna be right here. It's gonna be right here. It's gonna be right here. And you can always go back and watch the replay. I'm not changing no calls. I'm not charging you. I promise you, we're doing this to September 30th, unless all y'all get filthy rich, or not filthy, we'll say pleasantly rich. And then you'll be teaching the class and you can charge other people for it. You understand what I'm saying? There you go.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah, because I wanted to tell you, I was about to tell you or text Grace, I wanted to be able to start every time I get paid from my job or something, just send you some money so I don't see it and see how long I can do that and put it into something. I don't know what, because but you got the brains and I don't.
Find that, no doubt. What I do is, I would do that right now for y'all. That's a good question. I expect most people to do that. Grace, everybody write down Betterment, BETTERMENT, because that's what I'm going to send her. Betterment. Grace, share it on the screen for me. It's also a mobile app too. So when she sends me money, I'm actually going to have her send it to herself. Type it up. Betterment is going to allow you to set financial goals. The reason I'm picking Betterment, I'll tell you Acorns or Betterment. I'm going to have all of you start saving 10% of your income into Betterment. In fact, I will stress this now. Since she said it, I know y'all ready. Betterment is not right here. Investment made better. All right. Antonio, do you use Betterment yourself? I have since 2012. Thank you, Grace. You can share that link right there. And you can find the iPhone and Android apps accordingly on their website. But if you just go to your store and type in Betterment, Yolanda is right. She's gonna send me money every month. It's just gonna be in Betterment under her name in her account. You know what I'm saying? But she's gonna send it to me because she know I ain't gonna let her touch it. That me is metaphorical. She's not ever gonna send it to me. You know what I'm saying? It's metaphorical. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna switch it over. Betterment. Hear me, Grace. Make sure you put this in the notes. Make sure you put this in the notes because I want people. Betterment. I do not get paid for this. Betterment will let you auto draft from your own account, or you can just push it over. And I promise you, just like me, when you get to your first $1,000 invested, you will get addicted. When you see that first comma you created, it's like a tattoo. You're gonna want another one. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you what this is. I'm telling you what this is for sure. Betterment. The reason I'm picking Betterment because it's what they're going to do is they're going to take your money and they're going to let you buy shares. They even let you buy portions of shares and oil and stuff, and you can set it third party to where they're going to let you set it. If you're young, you're going to take a lot of risk. But they're going to do a little financial assessment of you, your age. They're going to ask you some questions. They're going to set it for you 90%, 90% stocks, 10% bonds, or if you're like Jerome, they're going to say 20% stocks, 80% bonds is what they're going to say because you're older. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason for you and Frida to be playing the young man game. You get out the game. You hear me? You get out the game. Get out the game. As far as stocks goes, you can play the young man game a different way. You understand what I'm saying? If it take you 5 minutes to get out of bed, to think yourself up, then go ahead 80% bonds. You understand what I'm saying? Right? But it will help you do that. This is the perfect way in the call because what I want you to do is I want every last one of you to go get this app today. Right now. We put it in the chat and we're gonna send it in Discord as well. Get ready. You're gonna use Discord a lot differently than what you're using it now. Discord is gonna be one of our main hubs until I design my own, but actually it's so pretty good.
Can they text it to my phone, please? Because I can't do that right now with my job.
That's fair. Since you're at work, there's no problem. Grace texted to her and Sanders and Otis, since they are all at work. Antonio said, download this app. I'm not telling you to put that in it. You can if you want to. Just let me continue to walk you to that level. The reason I'm picking Betterment is because it has one of the lowest fees out there. Phil knows what I'm talking about. Fees are a killer. Please. You know what I'm saying? Plus, it's low risk and low fees. I started with Acorns, moved to Betterment, then moved to Vanguard. Moved to Vanguard. That's what I did. Betterment, you can start right now, or maybe $1,000 or something. I don't remember. I know The Rock just bought Acorns or is a principal investor in it or something like that. If you want to invest I had both Acorns and Betterment, to be honest with you. I had one for loose change and one for, you just allocate your money over there. 10% of all you earn goes over there now. Now I'm going to borrow from Phil's book. You're going to see that money drop and you're going to see that money rise. And you're going to act like Antonio and you're going to check that money every 5 minutes. You'll stop one day. You'll stop one day. You will. But when you first start doing it, you go, look, oh my God, it's red. And you go, Borrowing from Phil Sorrentino. You only lose money when you sell. Do not sell your money. This is a long-term game. Hear me well. That money gonna get real good to you. Ooh, look at that 5,000. You can't. We can't use nothing. You understand? Everybody will invest in Betterment for the minimum of 10 years. That's your Boy Scout and Girl Scout honor code with me. All right, there you go. 10 years minimum. Now, can you do more? You certainly can. You can always add, but you can't take away. Go ahead, Prophet Jerry. You can always add. Good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, Bishop. How you doing? Did you get my private message?
I am about to go read it when you get a chance. Okay, got you. I sure will.
Thank you, sir.
I got you. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you.
Yes, sir. Got you. Very
Have
good.
a good one.
Yes, you too. And I will stay on that. Good job. That's good job. Good job. I'm glad you told me about that. I mean, show it to me. Betterment. Yes, you can send money to me every month. My name is you. My accounts are yours. And my app is on your phone. Do you understand what I'm saying? 10 years. That's your commitment with me. By the time we leave this month, every active person on this call will have some money invested in Betterment. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. Because it's stocks. It's stocks. It's stocks. By the time that's our goal. I've been waiting for y'all to be ready. I thought I was gonna do it in June, but there you go. We can do it now. You're all gonna have 250, 150, 100, something. You all gonna have it. 10% of all you earned is yours to keep. Antonio, what should I do with my 10%? You're gonna put it in Betterment. You understand? That's what you're gonna do. So I end you with a story. There was a good friend of mine, Tanya Griffin, real name. She was getting ready to retire from UTMB, University of Texas Medical Branch. She was number 2 in charge of financial aid. She was making a pretty penny. And she wanted to retire. And she was a member of my church. And we're still friends to this day. And I told her, well, let me see. Let me see your retirement. Bring everything to me. As a result of our conversation, she wound up staying at the job 2 more years due to some intelligent stuff about how she can retire with this much percentage that she understood better than me, because I ain't got no job. So that job language, I don't really know. I just know money. You understand what I'm saying? I just know money. And I said, I want you to challenge yourself. I want you
Oh, sir.
I was about to say no.
Okay, no, yeah, he froze.
Okay.
You want me
And I was
Oh,
waiting
there we go.
too.
Sir, are you there? Okay, you had frozen. You had frozen.
Oh man, that's such a
Man, we
hater.
be hanging on words. They know when you dropping.
I was like, son of a biscuit eater.
You froze on what you were about to tell Tanya.
Yes, I told her for the next 2 years. Okay, there you go. I got this VPN, my internet. That's all right. Well, good thing I'm wrapping up. I just told.
They really don't want us to hear this, y'all.
Oh, they don't.
Dang it.
You are
Great.
looking at
You gotta
how
get
life
it. Tell us what he said, and then write it in Discord, because they is not gonna let it come across this air. Ooh, I'm telling you, they be listening. That's what Elon Musk bought this shit for, Law. That's why he did it. He did it so that when we start dropping this knowledge, everything can lock up.
Okay. I think he's gonna. So he went out so he can come back in. So we go. Hey, you better stick here and hear what he told her what to do for the next 2 years. You just stay. He'll be right back. There he is now. Hold on, there he is.
That was my fault the whole time. I was never on my Wi-Fi network. I didn't know it.
Oh,
that was my fault. I was not on my Wi-Fi network.
We hanging on, waiting on what you said for the next 2 years.
Yeah, I was on Xfinity. I was not on the Smith network. All right, there you go. My bad.
Don't you never let nobody say you don't have people drooling.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I told Tanya, since you're gonna retire in 2 years, I want you to challenge yourself. I don't want you to depend on your retirement income. I want you to replace. No, I didn't say replace. I said supplement your retirement income. I want you to supplement your retirement income, because I don't trust the government. That's what I told him. I don't trust the government ever. I just don't. I work for them. So I said, what I want you to do is I want you to install this app called Betterment. I use it, and I showed them my account. And I flipped it around, and I said, look, this is how much I got in it right now. And it was a nice, sexy number. So you got all this discretionary income. You spend $3,000 a month. No. Yeah, you spend $3,000 a month to live, but you're making way more than that. What I want you to do is I want you to take 40% of all your income for the next 2 years. And I want you to put that in Betterment. She's #1 time member in the church and all sorts of great stuff. By the time she retired, her Betterment account rivaled her retirement. She left the church not because any beef. She started her own corporation. It's called the Cambrell Foundation right now. The Cambrell Foundation right now. This is a real person. She started the Cambrell Foundation. And then the thing, and I told her, she asked me what to do. I said, well, you need to put your whole heart in that. And all she does is tutors kids, buys books for kids in independent school district, low income, and travel the world. She'd have been everywhere. You know why? Because UTMB wind up giving her retirement for life, and that betterment account is real sexy. So instead of having 2,000, 3,000, or whatever that she was going to have a month, well, I mean, I know what it is, but I'm not going to put y'all in her business since I told you her real name. Instead of having that, I want you to know that this is her Facebook page right now. The Cambrell Foundation, there's her with Higher Up. Oh, I got to move this thing so you have to see. There's her with Higher Up Texas. Here's her thing. All she does is charity. Here she is. She's working with Muslims and elementary. This is a recent post. This is a recent post. I'm going to send you out this thing. This is what she does. All she does, she just won Citizen of the Year last year in her city for the work that she does, celebrating Earth Day, etc., etc. Also, all she does in her retirement, she started a nonprofit that takes care of elders and youth, takes care of elders and youth. And I want all of y'all, there's the link right there. Should you have time, y'all go right there, send her a message and say, Antonio just bragged about you. Let's tell us a story about the retirement and just bragged about you and say, you doing a good job. Just give her a word of encouragement. She don't know it's coming. You understand what I'm saying? Just give her a word of encouragement. And I promise you the universe will give it back to you. That's her link. Look, I should say she there now. Antonio just bragged about you, said all the great things that you're doing and all the retirement, you know what I'm saying, and how I help her retire, and bam, how she travels the world, and her nonprofit is partnering with the city. And check this out. She is on the board of her city. Y'all ready? And they just tried to get her to run for mayor. Why?
Right now.
Because she took 2 years not to be broke. Oh, I need y'all to hear that because this is my hoorah. I am closing. This is my hoorah right here. I need you to get that had she just had regular retirement, could she have done all these things? There's no mistakes possibly. But she started a business after her own heart because she could afford to. She marches to her own drum because she can afford to. She went to networking events connected with mayors because she can afford to. And she used Betterment to nearby supplement her retirement income. And she worked for 29 years. So I don't want you to think that she was just there for a little bit. And she worked for the University of Texas Medical Branch. That's the #1 hospital, and at least in this area. Is 2 places in Texas can get rid of Ebola. One in Dallas and UTMB in Galveston. UTMB was featured on House, the show. You know what I'm saying? It was. It has a whole episode on there. Use Betterment. Everybody download it. By the end of this month, y'all all set a goal. You will be stock investors. Do I want you to keep your money in stocks? Don't matter what I want. Will you eventually move all your money into real estate? If I'm gonna try to convince you to, but you got to start somewhere. And since you're scared to start small, I'm gonna challenge you to start small. Ain't nothing wrong with investing $20 and then another 20. and another 20, and another 20. I can assure you, if you've been saving $20 a week, $20 a month since you was 18, you'd be Elon Musk. You understand what I'm saying? You really would. So let me end you with this. I believe that God talks in all things. My first book was Keep Walking, How God Worked Through My Logic. That was my first book. So I believe when what will we have by the end of the month? Account with Betterment, and you'll be investing in stocks. That's what you'll have by the end of the month. I believe God talks to all things. And I believe that you could not be here if you weren't supposed to be. And I believe this class was just for you. Therefore, I believe you should be downloading the Betterment app. You should be complimenting that lady, Tanya. Why? Because it's good energy. Start off first by giving gratitude and good energy to somebody else and watch how your finances change. I just believe in your Bible. I just
right
believe.
Here, right here. I believe. I believe. I am what
Can you have
I
links to text
believe.
message first, please? I can't do nothing with find people.
Got you. We got you. Ooh, Asia, you sound so good. You just sound so good. I believe. So go on out there, be great, do great, have great. But as far as I'm concerned, all of you now are stock investors. Congratulations. Betterment is
Thank
it.
you.
You got it. There's no referral code. I don't have one. Well, I do, but I'm not giving you it. I'm not this. When I want you to help me eat, I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? This is not one of those cases. Let's go invest together so you can have that $5,000 so you can buy an apartment complex by the time we're done. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can play better. You can dominate. Thank you all so much. We'll see you at 5:30 for Staying Young with Your Subconscious Mind. Love you, everybody. Love you.
Love you more.
Love you more.
Thank you.
Love you so much more than more.
Yes. Thank y'all so
More
much.
than words.
Look forward. I'm going to push that Betterment app every meeting now. You should be investing. All right, everybody. Y'all have